The Brethren, A Tale of the Crusades by H. Rider Haggard. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Read by Abigail Rasmussen, April 2012. The Brethren, A Tale of the Crusades by H. Rider Haggard. Author's Note and Prologue. Two lovers by the maiden state, without a glance of jealous hate. The maid her lovers sat between, with open brow and equal mien. It is a sight but rarely spied, thanks to man's wrath and woman's pride. Scott. Author's Note. Standing a while ago upon the flower-clad plain above Tiberias, by the Lake of Galilee, the writer gazed at the double peaks of the hill of Hattin. Here, or so tradition says, Christ preached the Sermon on the Mount, that perfect rule of gentleness and peace. Here, too, and this is certain, after nearly 12 centuries had gone by, Yusuf Saladin, whom we know as the Sultan Saladin, crushed the Christian power in Palestine, in perhaps the most terrible battle which that land of blood has known. Thus the Mount of the Beatitudes became the Mount of Massacre. Whilst musing on these strangely contrasted scenes enacted in one place, there arose in his mind a desire to weave, as best he might, a tale wherein any who are drawn to the romance of that pregnant and mysterious epoch, when men by thousands were glad to lay down their lives for visions and spiritual hopes, could find a picture, however faint and broken, of the long war between Cross and Crescent waged among the Syrian plains and deserts, of Christian knights and ladies also, and their loves and sufferings in England and the East, of the fearful lord of the assassins, whom the Franks called Old Man of the Mountain, and his fortress city Masyaf, of the great-hearted, if at times cruel, Saladin and his fierce Saracens, of the rout at Hattin itself, on whose rocky height the Holy Rood was set up as a standard and captured, to be seen no more by Christian eyes, and of the last surrender, whereby the Crusaders lost Jerusalem forever. Of that desire this story is the fruit. Prologue. Saladin, commander of the faithful, the king strong to aid, sovereign of the East, sat at night in his palace in Damascus, and brooded on the wonderful ways of God, by whom he had been lifted to his high estate. He remembered how, when he was but small in the eyes of men, Nureddin, king of Syria, forced him to accompany his uncle, Shirkuh, to Egypt, whither he went, like one driven to his death, and how, against his own will, there he rose to greatness. He thought of his father, the wise Ayyub, and the brethren with whom he was brought up, all of them dead now save one, and of his sisters, whom he had cherished. Most of all did he think of her, Zobeide, who had been stolen away by the knight whom she loved, even to the loss of her own soul. Yes, by the English friend of his youth, his father's prisoner, Sir Andrew Darcy, who, led astray by passion, had done him and his house this grievous wrong. He had sworn, he remembered, that he would bring her back even from England, and already had planned to kill her husband and capture her when he learned her death. She had left a child, or so his spies told him, who, if she still lived, must be a woman now, his own niece, though half of noble English blood. Then his mind wandered from this old, half-forgotten story to the woe and blood in which his days were set, and to the last great struggle between the followers of the prophets of Jesus and Mahomet, that
Sample complete. Ready to continue?